Okay, so this is an instructional resource for anyone looking to initiate the lawful notice process, yet you may be feeling overwhelmed and not knowing even how to navigate or begin. So this is going to hopefully make your life a lot easier, show you just how simple and straightforward it is, because we did put a lot of effort into thinking it through from the novice position where you haven't, never ever tried anything like this, to make it so you can really get your teeth into it and you have everything you need at your fingertips so you can be independent and you can move forward with confidence. So just going to show you where to go. So if you're on your PC, you just go on those three dots here, these three vertical ones, and you scroll down until you get to view group info. Once you hit that, you'll see a bit here that says files. So it's got 242 files. It might have another number later because every time someone puts something in, it adds another file. Once you click on that, then you start scrolling down and you keep going, and I'll show you what you need to look for. So you keep going, you keep going, keep going. And eventually you're going to see this black image here. So our files that you need are all in a cluster, and that starts at this infographic 3, and it works its way down, and you'll see soon, you'll start seeing these letter codes, and there's an underscore after that. So anything with letters and an underscore is all part of it. They've got different types here. So he's got 5 letters in this one, always an underscore. And so you keep going until that underscore finishes. So you see that RPS underscore rebuttal, that's the last one in the cluster. Everything else is unrelated to the specifics of everything you need to launch the lawful notice process. So we're going to go to the flowchart. That's a really great place to start because it tells you where your starting point is, and that is the guide oath of allegiance. Right, so without that oath, you cannot initiate the process. That's the first thing you must do. That's not a negotiation because the whole process is built around taking that oath. And all that oath is a written commitment to stand under the principles of morality that the system of governance that was set up originally under English common law. And that's still relevant today because it was never changed by the people, and it is the people that set it up. So we are just holding the criminals who are masquerading as public servants. We're holding their feet to the fire under that original system. And because they've done it by deceit, they can't prove that they have any authority, right? So, but you need to have some kind of proof that you're standing in what's called lawful dissent. That means you're withdrawing your consent, but peacefully, to actually being governed by criminals, right? Because they've never had any authority to do so. You know that it's a lie, and you're calling it out as your moral compass requires you to. So you want to read that to understand that first. And then once you've done that and you've completed it, you don't have to. You can go reading the guides after that, but that's obviously a critical component. Ideally, you want to complete that. Once you do, then you've got right to use this pocket caution card. So you'll see that's titled PCC as the code. So you can download that. It's got instruction on what to do and how to work it and use it. And then you have the general overview of the guides. And there's 2 of them, one here, which is the demands and the no demands. But it's really important you read the general overview, because in that general overview, you've got the purpose of each notice outlined to you. Obviously, it explains the 2 types of guide processes, not guide processes, lawful notice processes as well. So it explains that. It also explains the groundwork of the 3 C's and who to address, who specifically to address in those 3 C's. Right now, that doesn't make sense to you, but when you read it, it'll all be explained, which is called the groundwork. You've got explanations on obstacles and tricks and tips, how to get around them, how to keep records of what you do. And then there's real life scenarios that people go through, and then which process you would launch based on those real life scenarios. So they're just some of the things that are in those guides. Obviously, you've got then you've got to decide which one you're going to use. The no demands is if you're just standing under moral principle without there being any kind of pressure being put on you. That's what the universe calls you to do. And then you've got the other process that if there is a demand being made of you, whether that be from anyone you want to challenge that's taken upon themselves to believe they have authority to take money or dispossess you of anything. So that's that one, guys. Then Once you've done that, the other one you want to look at is the file index. So in here, this is quite important because it shows you what's connected to anything. So here with the oath of allegiance, should I say, you've got the different types. You've got the ones to self and Baron. So here, pocket caution card, it's just got the code there that you need to look for. Understanding the lawful notice process, that's that GLN guide. That's the one I spoke about a moment ago. And then it goes here into the no demands and it shows you all the codes for the different notices that come with that. The day spacings that you send between, like how many days between, it's got all that explained. And then you've got on the other side, which you can't see here, you've got the demands process as well. It explains all the codes that go with that. And then it's got rebuttals because they usually go with the demands if you get any return correspondence from the people you're putting on notice. There's a Q&A. I highly recommend the Q&A, guys, that you do read that. That's critical. You're going to get a lot of background information to really understand fully why you're doing what you're doing. There's an interacting with police card as well, and there's some social proof if you want to go as far as getting proof of how these people who are meant to be public servants are acting criminally. So there's scripts there if you're brave enough to take that step. So that's kind of the fundamentals of where to start, guys. So once you find that, hopefully you get the resources you need. Those guides are critical and they will help you. I recommend printing them out because then you'll have them on hand. So, you just pull them out and read them when you need to. And so you have them by your side as you're doing your paperwork. So hopefully that's giving you somewhere to start, a little bit more confidence of how to get started, and knowing that if you do get stuck, that the group has been set up to ask questions to help you through, get some more clarity. There'll always be someone who's done it prior to you that's more than happy to help help them, give you information of how they were able to figure it out. So you've got people who've been there, in the same struggles as you that are more than willing to help you. That's the wonderful part. The other thing I did want to end on is to say that the group is set up only for the lawful remedy and any getting support around that and helping each other and working together as a team. So it's for that. Anything else, if you want to post about, it's for the social channel. So if you're going to continue on posting about things that don't have anything to do with the lawful remedy, you will get, someone will pick it up. One of the admins will pick it up and they'll let you know. And so hopefully you'll take heed of that. I also do recommend hitting the little icon that's got a picture of a drawing pin on the top right-hand corner, because that does give you a pretty accurate description of the unique nature of the group. So before you do comment, I highly recommend that you do read that as well, so you have a clear understanding of the boundaries of what this group's set up for. Okay, that's pretty much all I wanted to say on that. So hopefully that's going to get you started with a lot more confidence.